Hello, Carole here. Welcome to the pose for September, and this is to go in line with my very free press common. Start again. Hello, Carole here. Welcome to the first sequence or pose. No, start again. Hello, Carole here. What I'd like to do today is to focus on the bridge pose. Now this is linked to my very free press article on heart health, so we can open out the heart and improve blood flow. It's an inverted pose, and it's also very good for strengthening the quadricep muscles and the pelvic floor, and because it's inverted it sends lots of fresh blood to the brain, but primarily we're looking at it for opening out the chest. So various modifications will be given. Download the handout from my website as well if you want a little bit more detail, and please don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions at all. So the bridge pose involves lying on a mat. You don't have to have a mat, you can use the floor at home. You're going to start off by bringing your heels hip distance apart, and by that I mean the bones of your hips, not any padding on the outside. So you're going to walk those heels in and slowly lower yourself down onto the mat or the carpet. Now if you've got sharp implements in the back of your hair, like I have, you're going to remove those. And you're going to just lift your head up in your hands, draw your chin in, and just lengthen your neck. So you're nice and straight and balanced through the floor. And you should feel that relaxes into your spine. Heels can possibly come in a little bit closer, making sure my knees don't knock in or knock out. I'm going to start with my hands down beside me, palms facing down. I'm going to inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to draw my navel in and start to lift my tailbone. I'm going to push my knees forward and start to lift up through my spine. And it's up to you how high you go. Try not to let anything funny happen with the knees. I'm going to just bring my feet in a little bit closer towards my bottom. And I'm going to open up into my chest. So you can see how good this is for opening out into the lungs and the heart. Couple of variations we could do. We could take the hands underneath us, link the fingers together, and then just gently draw the shoulder blades in, and that will enable us to come up a little bit higher. Again, be aware of what's happening with the knees. This pose is also very good for your thyroid here, and it helps regulate the endocrine system. Let's take one more variation. As we next inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, let them reach back to the floor. Now, if you find this is really challenging and the elbows and shoulders are tight, just stay here for a little bit. You can always bring the hands back down, but ideally, eventually, we want the backs of the hands and the elbows onto the floor. Again, watching what's happening with the knees. We'll try and relax into the glutes as well, the buttock muscles. And we're just going to take a deep inhale and really bellow through the lungs, so we're lifting and opening the heart and the lungs, and as we exhale, just gently letting the lungs empty, the navel draws back into the spine. Again, the knees come forward on the inhale, opening up into the chest, and the exhale, drawing down. So if you're happy to bring the hands back down beside you, you can. Take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to try and lower your back very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, back onto the earth. And the little counter pose would just be to draw your knees up and have a little rock here from side to side. So I want to show you just a couple of modifications. If when you lie back, your chin is very far up like this, it means the back of your neck is a little bit tight. So I would place a block, a nice squidgy soft block or a small cushion underneath the back of your head, and that will help release your neck so your chin comes more down rather than being tipped up looking behind you. So another modification is to use a bolster or a rolled up towel. So come out of it slowly. I would roll onto one side and gently and slowly release yourself up. And then if you have a bolster or a rolled up towel or a sleeping bag or something in the whole container, then get it nice and level. And then put your bottom on that. Again, feet are hip distance apart. Careful as you slowly lower yourself down onto your arms and your shoulders. Check the knees, lengthen your neck, and just relax here with your arms open. If you want to open into your shoulders a little bit more, you can take your arms wider, and again you can take your arms up, and if they don't reach the floor at the moment, that is fine. That just means this part of your shoulders and upper back is tight, and gravity will, I promise you, eventually take your arms down. It may take you a few sessions to get that. But this is a more restorative version of bridge pose because you're completely supported and you're not having to use the strength in your legs and your core to maintain that lift of your spine. And so this is a little bit gentler. So in this pose I would definitely stay a little bit longer. Using the breath, so as you inhale, really lifting up through the lungs, and as you exhale, emptying completely. Try and focus on lengthening your out breath. When you're ready to come out, just gently lift your bottom up, slide the bolster forward, place your bottom on the floor and rest with the bolster underneath your knees and your hands gently on your abdomen. Close your eyes and just spend 2 or 3 minutes here, slowing your breath down and relaxing completely. And again, when you're ready, slowly roll onto one side. You can just gently roll the bolster or towel or sleeping bag away. Roll onto one side, come up nice and slowly. And of course you'll have to redo your hair. And then you're done. So practice it as often as you can. Really focus on breathing very deeply and very slowly. Use a block behind your head if you need support for your neck, and use a bolster or a rolled up towel or sleeping bag underneath your bottom if you would like support and making the pose a little bit more restorative. As I say, any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. It's yoga@carolebaker.co.uk. Namaste.